Hey lovely humans, how are you? I don't really know what to say right now because I am very much dead. I have gone out the other night and I haven't gone out in such a long time, and let's just say it kind of drained me a little bit. It's been a long time since I've actually gone out and got drunk, which you shouldn't do, but I did, and now I am slowly dying. And that's what I was going to talk about today is hangovers, the beautiful self-inflicted part of life that every young adult goes through, or most young adults go through unless you're a good person and you don't drink. Anyway, I had a friend come up from Canberra, sorry, not down, I know that annoys some people. I had a friend come up from Canberra and I hadn't seen her in a long time, and I was so excited to go out with her because we were going to go to this place where we used to go all the time called Frankie's, which is the best place ever because it's a pizza bar. Down at the back is a bar where it has live music and it plays like punk music and old music, and I just love it. And then underneath is a whiskey bar. And we used to go there all the time, like literally all the time, to see the house band play on Mondays. And she was coming down, I was so excited, but that day I had work. Yes, I'm working now, and volunteering at a law firm all the way out in Campbelltown, by the way, so I have to wake up at about 5 o'clock in the morning just to kind of brace myself to travel there for 2 hours. Like, it's great, I love working there, but just the travel and the hours kill me. Anyway, I got Tuesday off because I was going out, and it was just intense because waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, going to work, coming back for 2 seconds to get ready, and then leaving again to go and meet her, that was a bit intense. But anyway, I ended up getting to where she used to live, and she wasn't there yet, so I had to wait for her with her old roommates, which was nice. Had a couple beers, had a bottle of wine to myself, which wasn't good. Like, red wine tends to... it's all over once you have red wine, let's just say that. And it was nice. It was really nice, you know, seeing all old friends and everything. And then we went out, we watched a house band. But as the night went on, and the more I drank, it just got worse and worse with the mixture of exhaustion, being drunk, just wanting sleep. It was pretty, you know, intense for me. Anyway, we ended up getting back to a mate's place and I passed out on the couch, as I usually do. And I ended up waking up at about 7 o'clock in the morning with the roommates going like, oh my god, who is this random chick on my couch? It was crazy, but I ended up making good friends with them. They're really lovely. Anyway, what the worst part was, if you can brace yourself for it, was the ride home all the way from near Hornsby, which again is quite far away from where I live. And it was hell. It was absolute utter hell because being hungover, I had about 3 cups of coffee, like extra strong coffee, but you still have that kind of sense where just everything is not in the right place, and you just feel like you're going to be sick, and you just don't want to hear anybody at that moment. That, for 2 hours to get home, was almost unbearable. I was going to feel like I was going to vomit, I was really dizzy, and I don't usually get this being hungover. Usually, you know, I eat something or have a coffee and I'm fine, but this time was just horrible, because I haven't been drinking in a while. I, you know, had a break from drinking, and it was great for you. It's really good to kind of, you know, recuperate your body, but my body was not used to this, so all the train home I had to deal with people yelling and screaming and kids running around and loud noises that I swear to God, I was literally about to throw up on the person next to me who was listening to the Eminem extra loud. I was not in the mood for anything. Plus I lost my headphones. I would have listened to music quietly with my head, and I couldn't because I lost my earphones on the train from Frankie's. And it's been a while, it's been so long, and you know, once I got home, I was not well. I just kind of sat in the shower for half an hour and ate 5 sandwiches to kind of soak everything up, and guzzled 2 liters of water, and I just slept. I slept as much as I possibly could, but I ended up getting woken up at 3 in the afternoon to my 4-year-old cousins, you know, happily running around and screaming and stuff. And as much as I love him, and I ended up playing Uno with him, I had to put on the bravest face I possibly could, like, muster in general, just to stand anybody, and thank goodness I did. We ended up playing Uno for hours, which was awesome because we got to teach him how to play, and I loved it. But just the thought of just being near people at that point in time was not my number one like at that moment. It was just mental. And then we ended up going out for dinner as well down the road, and let's just say the steak did help, but I just wanted to sleep. I did not need anything, and my sister wanted to stay up and listen to music, and I just, like, we ended up doing it, but just conversation just did not work. Anyway, I was going to say a few really good tips for you guys out there who have been drunk and hungover. Here's some good tips about how to go around it, like, you know, trying to get through the day without wanting to tear out someone's esophagus and rip out their beating heart because your head is just throbbing and it's just painful as anything. Well, the best way is to do it, which is I've used to find really helpful, but for some reason yesterday just did not work at all. Usually greasy food, kebabs, macas, anything that is fattening and disgusting does help. It really helps because it just soaks everything up. It makes you feel so much better. And yesterday it didn't really help. Like, I had sandwiches, but it was once I had the steak, then it started to get a little bit more bearable and better. Lots of orange juice or water. Now, orange juice has a lot of vitamin C, which is good for you, and water, you know, helps replace the electrolytes which you lost, and after drinking, you know, a bottle of wine, a couple of beers, and bourbon and stuff, and coffee, it tends to, you know, suck all the moisture out of you. Hence, guzzle down the water, drink as much as you can without throwing up, because even if you do throw up, at least you've got something there that's kind of neutral, that's the word, and makes you feel a little bit better and everything. And another one is lots of sleep. Lots of sleep helps. Like, it might feel worse after like an hour or so of a nap, but it does kind of, you know, help a little bit when, especially when you haven't had much sleep the night before. Just a quick nap, help you recuperate, make you feel a little better. Sometimes it didn't really work yesterday, but usually I liked having my midday naps because I am pretty much a 40-year-old woman who enjoys her wine and her midday naps and watches her stories and everything, like Dr. Phil. Love it. Anyway, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, just handling with people when you're hungover, I understand how painful it is, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it, and it's self-inflicted. You can't blame anyone else for being that drunk and hungover. You can't. You blame yourself because you're the one who did it to you. But anyway, what are your stories about being drunk and hungover? What was the worst time ever when you were hungover? Like, were you vomiting all over your room, or were just people constantly in your ears, or did you have to go to work? It was just rubbish. Anyway, tell me what you think. Leave a like and subscribe if you really want to, and if you want to hear more horrible stories of my, you know, depressing, you know, middle-age-esque life, even though I'm only 21. Anyway, have a lovely day, lovely human beings, and I hope to see you eventually soon. I'm gonna go and have a sleep and probably another coffee. I'm still getting over it. See ya!